Good day everyone. So I love to do a bit of myth busting when it comes to our girl Kokomi, and let's talk a bit about the new Hydro Resonance in Genshin Impact 3.0 onwards. So basically currently if you've got 2 or more Hydro units in your party, you gain a 30% incoming healing bonus to all of your party members. This is what we call Hydro Resonance, and this is going to be changed to increasing your HP by 25%. Do note that that 25% increase to your HP applies to your character's base HP, not their maximum HP. So we'll talk a bit about this. So is this a net buff or a net nerf? Well, in my opinion, it's a net buff. And just for reference, I will show you 3 videos outlining the 3 different cases that we'll be looking at today. So we'll look at Kokomi just as she is, no resonance, no increase in health, and what her numbers are. We'll look at a case where we've got the current resonance with the healing bonus and so on. And then finally, I'll just use a food buff to artificially increase Kokomi's health by 25%. We can compare all the numbers. As you'll see on screen, this is more or less the Kokomi that I'm using. Your results might be a bit slightly different and so on, but after this video, you should be able to follow along. But these are just the stats, and as I will show towards the end of this video, you will also then see these stats repeated for each of the other cases, so you guys can keep me honest. So let's go into the actual numbers and see what happens. So how does Kokomi's healing work? Basically, you've got a base healing amount. This base healing amount is dependent on your talents, and currently my Kokomi, as you saw, is at talent level 10 for her Bakekurage, so this is the little jellyfish. And if we want to work out the number that we can see in game, that we want to confirm with the in-game results, we take these are the exact sort of numbers that you need to use. We take the talent multipliers, not the ones in game. You guys can go and fetch them off the internet, and basically we just apply the formulas that you can see on screen. Now I'm not going to go through all of these formulas because you guys are mature enough, you can verify it for yourself, but do keep in mind that healing bonus and incoming healing bonus percentage are additive. They are not multiplicative. You can confirm this by looking on the Kaching mains and so on, but this is the genuine formula, and as you can see, I do get the exact results that I get in game. Now here's a bit of a fun little spoiler. Just because you receive 30% incoming healing bonus does not mean that your final healing amount is going to be increased by 30%. In my specific case, it's only going to be a 16% increase. This is extremely easy to sort of verify and so on. So all you sort of need to do is you can take the amount here. You can see my little jellyfish, it's got like 8239 per tick, and we'll just sort of divide this out by the base Kokomi's jellyfish tick, and that is indeed 16.13. The way this works, and this also works for things like Yelon's damage ramp that she sort of gives you, is you take 1/1 plus the sum of all of your other damage bonuses multiplied by the new stat that you sort of want to add, and then this gives you effectively the value or the effective increase that you'll see when you work out the outgoing numbers. And yeah, this is pretty much confirmed by what we can see in game and so on. And then obviously here in the final column, you can see here we've got more HP, and this is more or less what our jellyfish sort of heals for. Now that is just the jellyfish, but what about Kokomi's heals whilst she is in her elemental burst state? Well, you can see here per hit on the enemy, this is what we do base, this is with the 30% healing, and this is with the 25% max HP. If you do an in-free combo, in other words just 3 normal attacks, these are the numbers. So basically your damage doesn't increase at all with healing, that's kind of obvious, and with max HP, well, obviously you get the damage bump, which is quite nice. And if for those of you that have C1, yeah, your C1 will definitely sort of gain a bit more value. What I found in all my cases is that Kokomi can very effectively, you read this in the background later on when I sort of showcase it, you will, without even having your Bakekurage on field, you will effectively and reliably hit your Ocean Ute Clam sort of cap. basically Kokomi can weave in about 6 normal attacks before the Ocean U Clamp bubble pops. This is, of course, dependent on animation cancels and all the good stuff, whatever. But basically, this is the amount of healing that you're effectively doing for Kokomi, and now you need to multiply this by 4 because you've got 4 party members, in which case, base Kokomi without Bakekarage, assuming she can get all of her hits off, will maximize out Ocean U Clamp set. Now, of course, with Bakekarage on the field, it's kind of trivial to sort of get it. In other words, you could perhaps like miss 1 or 2 hits, and you might still get your full Ocean U Clamp set. So, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, the 30% incoming healing bonus does not really increase that part of your damage, really. It only sort of increases the bit of healing for your team. But in any case, for your Kokomi to do like 31 K or like whatever, like we saw with the amount of healing, let's say it's effectively about 2 normals a second plus the jellyfish. That's almost about like on Kokomi itself, that's about 10k. For the rest of your party members, they'll slowly top up their health. It's more than good enough to keep the entire team alive, especially if your Kokomi is entirely on field and top everyone up. And of course, with the HP percentage, it's going to be really, really awesome. So yeah, guys, at the end of the day, I do think that it is easier to cap out Ocean U Clamp set in the case, in most cases. So incoming healing has less value, plus the healing is already, in my opinion, high enough for most teams to just survive. I try to look at things like what's the difference in Ocean U Clamp damage per tick between like the healing versus the 25% HP, but really 4,000 over a time span of like 3.5 seconds, that's about 1k DPS loss. And that, I mean, of course, then you also need to offset that by the fact that you are getting additional hits in from your normals. So you need to balance this sort of number against that number. So at the end of the day, it just works out that HP percentage is kind of better. And also, incidentally, since Xingshu, let's talk a bit about him, does not gain any healing bonus, he suffers quite a lot in terms of the healing amount for his sort of rain swords and so on. So that's kind of unlucky him. Now, let me just quickly play these videos in the background. So this is the base Kokomi. You will see, and you'll now be able to verify the numbers for yourself. So this is more or less what base Kokomi does. I'm just going to keep playing this in the background. If you've been watching for this while, you can sort of click off. If you're interested in seeing the actual numbers, this is the part to sort of verify my numbers in game, and you can also go and verify your own numbers. Right, so yes, Kokomi, and there you can see 1308, 1308, 1308, 1308, and there are the damage numbers. We maximized Ocean U Clamp set, and there's no Bakekarage on the field, as you can see there. Yeah, pretty easy. Alright, so that's it for the one video. Let's go to the next one. Here's Kokomi again. Let me just quickly put off the sound. And as you can see, now we've got the Hydro Resonance. There's the incoming healing bonus, exact same talents, constellations, weapons, whatever. There's nothing's changed. Let's just see now when Kokomi does like a little bit of a jellyfish tick. So yeah, there's the 8293. You can see it's sort of on Ayaka, fully heals her up, pretty quick, pretty easy. And now let's go into to Masanori and see what the differences are. Just waiting for the footage to play out. I'm just going to play it out uninterrupted, and you can also confirm that by looking here at the bottom left hand corner, seeing the frames sort of count and so on. And I just give Kokomi a bit of energy. I forgot to actually sort of charge her up, but hey, that's sort of how it is. And let's just reduce her health, because why not? Because we healed ourselves a bit. The benefits of a Yelon can battery a bit of a team a bit. Don't really have enough energy recharge on this Kokomi, so you can see she does suffer a bit. So you do need about like 140 plus energy recharge. Alright, so here are the numbers. So we can see here we're just hitting the enemy 1519. And yeah, we also again maximized out Ocean U Clamp set. Missed a bubble pop, and that's just unfortunate. Alright, so that's more or less how that went. And then the final one is, of course, Kokomi with the food buff and so on. So yes, Kokomi, these are again all the stats, nothing's changed, there's no resonance bonus, whatever. And let's just quickly get a food item. delicious Sakura shrimp crackers. I would absolutely love to eat that as well. All right, HP is now 40k. There you can go. You can see the healing numbers. Yep, there it is on Ayaka. And let's go and fight Masanori himself. Oh yeah, I forgot to reset it. It's kind of bad. Oh well. And there he is. Oh yeah, Kokomi's healing still applies even if Masanori has like his guard up and so on. It's kind of cool. So now we're just going to hit him. There you can confirm the 1399 and you can see the high damage numbers. And as well, you can see we are maximizing the Ocean Hued Clam sort of pops and so forth. So it's not too bad. That final pops will always be a bit less because you don't have like the full attack string in. But if you do look here at the sort of initial burst, there you go. You can see every single time we're going to heal. Once you get those 6 like combos off, you get like the maximum sort of numbers and so on. But yeah, that is it more or less in both cases. I don't know what else to say. That is pretty much it for this video. And just one last time, these are all the numbers. Thanks for watching. Cheers.